So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about what are the admission intakes here in Poland for studying in Poland and which intakes you should go for. A lot of people you keep asking me the same questions, so I thought I'll just make a video and just clear all your doubts. Talk about which intakes you should go for and which intakes have high success visa rate. Very important to note that because visa plays a very vital role if you are getting the admission, and if you won't get the visa then I mean all your money will just go to waste. Visa ही नहीं मिलेगा भाई तो मतलब कैसे आ पाओगे पोलैंड. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video till the end then आपके सारे doubts clear हो जाएंगे. All your doubts will be cleared. You'll have an overall idea like which intakes is good for you for your bachelor's or master's or PhD or whatever course you want to go and come here to study in Poland. So now without further ado, let's get this video started. So first of all, let me clarify this. There are only two admission intakes here in Poland. There are not like multiple intakes like Canada or some other countries. So the first intake and the mainstream intake, which is the main intake. First of all, let me tell you the main intake is October intake, and this is the intake in which all the universities, almost all the universities have their admission open for international students for courses in English and Polish as well. Your classes will start in October and the semester usually lasts for like 15 or 16 weeks, which is let's say like 3 months, and your semester will end probably in the end of February or in the beginning of March, and then you'll have a short break like for 10 days or something, and then your next semester will start. This was about the October intake, and the second intake which we have here in Poland is the February intake, which is also called the winter intake, and the October intake is called the autumn intake, if I'm not wrong. So basically your classes will start in the February or in the March first week, and then the classes will last until like June or May end, and then you'll have your semester exams, and then you'll have like a break for like 3 months basically, which is like the summer break here in Europe. So basically 3 months you'll have a full vacation, and in that vacation you can also work full time, you can travel across Europe, you can go back to your home country, or you can basically do whatever you want. मतलब कोई दिक्कत नहीं है भाई, मतलब कुछ भी कर सकते हो, आपके ऊपर है. 3 महीने की छुट्टी होती है. तो हाँ, बस ये था. Alright, so basically this was in short intakes, like how intakes looks like and how long the classes and the semester last. So now let's talk about when you should prepare for the intake. So let me tell you, like for October intake you should start preparing from April or May. Currently, if you are planning to study in Poland for October 2021, then this is the perfect time to just start your preparation, just start applying to universities, and probably from 1st May all the major universities here in Poland will just start accepting international students and also like local Polish students. May is the perfect time to apply for universities. That will be my suggestion, to start your admission process from May. Feb intake, usually you can start collecting all your documents and start applying to the universities from October or November, like the month of November, let's say. That will be a good hit. So this was basically all about like the intakes which we have in Poland, and I'm pretty sure that after watching this video you'll have all your doubts clear. So now let's talk about which intakes you should go for and which intakes have like more success, visa success rate. Also, it's very important to keep in mind that the admission process of here European universities, they usually take like at least 2 or 3 months, and also in the end of that you have to apply for the visa. So it's very important that just make sure you are getting the admission as soon as possible when the admission start, because I think most of the European universities and also here in Poland, they give preference to the students who apply first. So it's like the first come first basis. If you're applying at the beginning, then the chances of you getting accepted will be a lot higher, and especially in this pandemic I can say that everybody should give a try. Just apply to the universities, don't worry about your marks, because right now here in Europe, especially in Poland, the universities, they need international students. Last year the intake was not very huge, so I'm pretty sure like from October 2021 things will start getting a bit more normal, but I cannot say like for sure like what things will look like. So don't take my words literally. I'm just assuming that from October 2021 things will be a more normal, and just we'll go to universities like normal classes, offline classes, because right now from past 1 year we are having like online classes. It's been a while that I've even like met my friends or been to university, because everything is online. We are just giving online exams, we have online lectures and classes. So right now, yeah, pretty much everything is online, so we are not going to universities anymore. Now let's talk about the most important part of this video, that which intakes you should go for and which intake has high success visa rate. If you are coming for bachelor's, if you are planning for bachelor's, then I would clearly say that try for October intake, because October is the mainstream intake. As far as I have seen, as far as I have experienced, in October intake everybody gets the visa because it's the mainstream intake in which almost all the Polish universities, they have admission for international students and for bachelors especially. If you're applying for masters, then also you can apply for Feb intake and also October intake. As far as I've seen, also for the Feb intake and the October intake, the master's student, it doesn't really differ them like a lot, because let me tell you, I have seen for the October intake especially, everybody gets the visa, and it's like kind of like very short visa. If you are getting into some good university, then the chances of getting your visa will be a lot higher. I mean, I've said this in so many videos. Let me tell you, for masters and PhD students, you have kind of a privilege, or let's say privilege. Privilege. I would say privilege is a good word. So let me tell you, like for the masters and PhD student, you have a privilege that you can also apply for Feb intake and October intake as well, because almost all the universities, they have intake for masters in Feb intake as well as October intake. There are not many faculties which have the admission for Feb intake for even masters, and for October intake, everybody, no matter regardless you are coming for masters, bachelor's or PhD, everybody can apply, and I think a lot of people get visa in the October intake. So it's very safe to apply for October intake rather than Feb intake, especially if you are a bachelor student, because let me just show you, I mean, I'll also show you later in this video that not many universities have admissions in Feb intake for bachelors. So usually all the universities, they have only intake for bachelors for the October intake. Now I'm saying this word intake a lot of times, but that's how it is. And right now I'm just gonna show you like the top universities in Poland and how their admission, like the schedule looks like, so you'll have a better idea like what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so now I'm on my computer screen and I'm just gonna search the Warsaw University of Technology, their English programs, like what programs they're offering. This is actually the main page of Warsaw Institute of Technology, which is one of the best universities here in Poland. So I'm just gonna go for this studies offer, like what are the programs they are offering in English. So now first of all, let's check for the BSc offer, and don't get confused here in Poland, here in Europe. In India we say Bachelor of Engineering of BTech, but here in Europe, here in Poland, they say BSc, which is Bachelor of Science. Really, these are the program name, these are the faculty, syllabus, duration, tuition fee, and study start in and application status. So first of all, you can see of architecture, they have like 8 semester, which is like 4 years, and the tuition fee per semester is 2,000 euros, and the studies start in October. So basically this is the October intake. Automotive, mechatronics, electric and hybrid vehicle engineering, civil engineering, environmental engineering, and these are all the tuition fee per semester. And this is not tuition fee for 1 year, this is for per semester, so you have to multiply it by 2, and you can see that October intake. Basically you can see that all the faculties of this Warsaw University of Science and Technology have October intake for bachelors. And also let me show you, there are only 2 courses, which is computer science and telecommunication, which have their intake in October and February. And also the tuition fee for this course is like almost 4,200 euros per annum, which is quite expensive, but yeah, if you get into this university, this is the best technical universities in Poland. Now let's go for the masters, like for the MSc. Here you can see architecture, it starts in October, and you can see biotechnology February, civil engineering October, and all the other environmental engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, telecommunication. You can see that they have a lot of options for October and February, October and Feb. So yeah, basically you can see they have a lot of options for masters, a lot of different departments, a lot of type of different engineering sectors, robotics, aerospace, and they have basically a lot of options for Feb as well. Let's talk about one of the private universities here in Poland, which is Vistula University. So here I'm on the page of their official website of Vistula University, which is one of the top private universities here in Poland, and these are the featured bachelor programs they are offering. And for this course you can see that the studies start in October, so basically this is October intake. Also for this course you can see that this is also October intake, and the program fees is 3,500 euros. Also this course, the admission starts in October 1st. So I think now I have shown you enough, and now it's up to you. And if you ask me my suggestion, so you should always go for October intake, because there are a lot of options for courses and different universities. So like for October intake, I have seen that personally they issue a lot of visas, that the Polish embassy in all the different countries, they issue a lot of visas. So now I think that's pretty much for the video. I really hope you found this video informative, you got some knowledge, some sort of resolve. If you did, just make sure please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. It really supports my channel, and thank you so much for supporting me on my journey on this YouTube thing. Really appreciate your support. I really appreciate and read all your comments, all your messages on my Instagram. Also, if you have any queries regarding studying in Poland, or if you want to get in touch with me and like talk to me, if you have some questions, you can message me always on Instagram. I'm always active on Instagram. I'll reply to your DM. Also, you can check the Google form links in the description, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Till then, love from Poland, peace. और हाँ, इतना ही था वीडियो के लिए। और भाई यहाँ पे देख लिया, सब्सक्राइब करके जाना, जल्दी से 10K कराते हैं और फिर हाँ मिलते हैं। बाय 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 बाय।